and welcome to the walkthrough for TryHackMe Advent of Cyber Day 15. Now, if you're a regular viewer on my channel and you have no idea what's happening, don't worry, I'm about to explain it. Advent of Cyber is a free event that anyone can participate in, run by TryHackMe. It's completely free, it's in your browser, and there are prizes. Basically, during Advent, which is December 1st to Christmas Day, so it's 24 days, in like the UK and other places, we open like chocolate and we eat one chocolate every day. But in this case, we're doing a cybersecurity challenge every day up until Christmas. That's the whole idea. It's a lot of fun. You can pick up a lot of skills. They're actually pretty varied. It's not just web challenges. There's log analysis and open source intelligence and emails and smart contracts. So you can learn a lot of really cool skills during this, and it's pretty fun. Now, if you do participate, you can just catch up. So you are not far behind if you start today. All you need to do is just complete the earlier days, and they're all video walkthroughs for each day if you struggle with anything. So do not worry. Why should you participate? There are prizes. So there's $40,000 in prizes. And you can see they vary here from like swag vouchers to like Raspberry Pis to Remarkables to Flipper Zeros to Offensive Security Learn What. There's a lot of different prizes. So every question you get correct, you get like a raffle ticket, and they randomly choose you on like the 28th of December. So the more answers you've put in, the more chances you get of winning. And there's also a daily prize. So each day you can win a 1-month TryHackMe subscription voucher or £15 swag voucher. Today we are looking at day 15. So there is a story, there's like some plot behind it. You can actually see it if you go up here to the story. There's actually some really nice art and like actually pretty good comic book there. But we're going to focus on day 15. Input validation. So input validation is this idea that if you're getting input from a user, you cannot trust that because you have no idea if that input is going to be malicious or not. So specifically, we're looking at unrestricted file upload. So this is where you have a file upload for things like choose your profile picture, upload a document, but you can upload any file type you want. Now, sometimes this can just lead to a website breaking. It's like, we expected an image, but we actually got a document file. We can't display this. But actually, you can cause remote code execution vulnerabilities. They can really vary in severity. And today we're going to show how you can actually get a shell and cause remote code execution. So there's two main exploitation paths. The first is being able to retrieve the uploaded file, as in visit the URL. So if you upload what's called a web shell, you can access that file on the web server and it will open up a shell. And the second one is if a file is viewed and clicked on and opened by a user. So you would have malware that gets embedded. So we looked at RCE through web shells in previous rooms, so we're really going to be looking at this second one here. Santa is looking for a sidekick. Santa is looking to hire new staff for his security team. Elf McSkitty has provided you with the latest version of the application. Start the machine. So we're going to start by starting the machine. And this will say here where you can see when it shows up. And we can also use the attack box. Now, I actually pay for TryHackMe, so I get the attack box for longer than an hour. But if you have the free version, you only get it for an hour. So if you are doing it completely on the attack box, just be aware that you're only going to get an hour and you just work with that time restriction. So I'm just going to wait while this all loads up and gets started. Okay, so we now have both the attack box, that's this one here, and the machine. And you can see here, you see it says like Santa Sidekick 6. This is the IP address of the machine. And you can see it's just filled it in over there. It's now replaced like the thing that was before, like machine IP. So all you're going to do to start is start up Firefox and access this IP address. We can see we've got this nice little website that says upload their CV. So I'm going to just install a word list called fasttrack.txt because it's an unrestricted file upload. If I do it and press upload, bam, it works. Now the important thing you can read in this text is Santa's team will review your CV and get in touch. Santa believes in strong security. The file has been stored outside of the web root. No unethical elves allowed. We know they're going to open the file. The important thing here is that it's been stored outside of the web root, so it's been stored on another location on the server that isn't the same place the website is served from, and also that they're going to review it. So you can see there's some information about web root, but primarily the thing to remember here is that there's no way to access that file from the web browser. That's fundamentally. So if the file was being stored in the web root, what we'd be able to do is put in a web shell, upload it, and then just direct ourselves to that path on the web server. Now, since we can't do that, we need to think a different way. But because we know the elves are going to review the document, that actually gives us an option. So I'm going to start by finding out the IP address of my server here. And I can see if I scroll up, we've got 10.10.241.191. I'm going to go in here, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go into my clipboard, and you can see I've already put it in here. So I'm going to change the L host to be the same IP address that starts 10 dot something, and change the port to be a random port. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste that in and press enter, and then it should start to generate us a malicious payload. Great, we've got a payload. What's next? We need to create a listener. So again, we're going to go here. We're going to put this into the clipboard, and then we're going to set our L host and our L port to be the same. 10.10.24191, and then our port is going to be 5559. I'm just going to clear everything else, and then we can close that. And then I'm just going to go in here and paste it. So it will take a few seconds just to start loading. And cool, we've got our reverse TCP handler. So what's next? We've got our malicious file ready. Now, all we need to do is just upload it. So I'm going to go to my root directory here. There's my malicious CV. I'm going to upload it. And you can see here, hey, your Santa's team has reviewed it. Now all we need to do is just wait for an elf to open it. So we're just going to sit here and wait a few minutes, and they should do it soon. But how do we actually properly secure file uploads this way? It's great that we've started by storing the CV outside of the web root. Having it on a different drive is really helpful, just having it away from the web server. There's very few use cases of actually having a file that is available again if it's for something like a CV instead of, say, an image upload. That makes more sense if you've got an avatar that you're going to display all the time. We can then start to put file upload type validation, having the content type headers, looking for the right file extensions, etc. We can also look at file size, so these shells are often much larger than a normal file would be. We can rename the files so they are always .pdf file. We can do a malware scan, and we can use all of this to create a nice secure file upload function. And wouldn't you know, we now have access over here because the elf has opened our CV. So what is the name given to the file uploads that allow threat actors to upload any files they want? That is a unrestricted file upload. What is the title of the web application developed by Santa's freelancer? That's a really good question. We'll start to explore now. So I'm just using this to see what we've got in here. So if I go into the slash and I do a cd pub ls. So inetpub is where ASP stores like it's all of its things. And you can see if we go into cd www root, do an ls, into Santa, another ls, we can see it's called Santa's Sidekick 2. So Santa Sidekick 2. What is the value of the flag stored in the hrelfs document directory? So we can go back up here, cd into users, see what users there are, cd into hrelf, ls again, and we into documents, ls again, flag.txt, cat flag.txt, bam, copy, And then just to stick it in here so we can copy it and I don't have to type. What defense techniques can be implemented to ensure that specific file types can be uploaded? So we can scroll up here. We can say, okay, we've got file content validation, file extension validation, and file size validation. File extension validation. What defense technique can be used to make sure a threat actor cannot recover their file again by simply using the file name? Well, we can rename the files. I'm just taking this from here just to make it easier and because my keyboard's quite loud. What defense technique can be used to make sure malicious files that hurt elves are not uploaded? Well, we can do malware scanning. And that is the end of day 15. Again, if you want to participate, TryHackMe's Advent of Cyber is completely free. If you're far behind, there's no problem. You can just go catch up now. You win prizes, you learn new skills. There's a bunch of skills in here that you might not have, things like smart contracts. I don't know how to do smart contracts. I don't know how to do memory forensics. So really good opportunity to learn some new skills and have a good time while doing them. I will see all of you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.